To God in heaven. Y'all ever drunk some tea and it was too damn hot? But you didn't realize it? Yeah. But that shit's disgusting. I'm about to pour that out in a hot second right after this video. Y'all don't get this damn tea. What's shit? Twiggins. Twinnings. The herbal tea, lemon and ginger. Now I have another brand of their tea and I actually like it. I think it's mint. But this lemon and ginger is ugh. I mean, maybe if you like ginger, then you might like it, and that's fine. But too much ginger is just it's too much. It's overpowering, and it's just too much for the mouth. Now I was contemplating back and forth whether or not I should do this video, because I'm low key like over the ball of wives, and the shit just started. The reason why I'm kind of over the ball of wives is because it's no different from the other wives shows, and the other girlfriend shows. I mean, it's just old at this point, and unless it's a franchise that we've been watching together, like Real Housewives of Atlanta, like a Basketball Wives, or what's another one? Um, any kind of damn wives shows that's been around a long time that have built a fan base, then that's fine to continue to watch them because I will continue to watch and review them. But this Ball of Wives show, it just came in being extra petty, and just very tired and fake, and oh my god. I will say one thing though, all the women are absolutely beautiful. All the women are stunning. I would give them that. But that's about it. That's about it, child. But if I'll continue to try to review them, y'all. I missed last week's episode and the episode before that. It's just honestly when you work like 40 plus hours a week, and then trying to find time to have a social life, and then when you get home, there's also work you got to do. It's just never enough time for anything, to be honest. Um, so we just do the best that we can, share. So, with that said, I'm gonna combine, I think, episode 2 and 3 together in this one video, and just basically talk about the things that stuck out to me and the things that I remember. Okay, I need another sip of this nasty ass tea. Shit, I paid for this, so I'm gonna try to get it down. But my God, it's just so strong, and then with the lemon and the ginger like combined, it's tangy and sour as fuck, and then it's strong. It's gag worthy, if you will. But I need hot water because I'm trying to do a weight loss moment. Mm. Plus, it's one of my good Judy's birthdays. So, shouts out to Kanisha Nash. Shouts out to you, love. It's your B day. Childhood friend, and I'm happy to still to this day call her a friend. We went to the same elementary school together, and so shouts out to you. And also, if it's any of my subscribers whose birthday is coming up or whatever, like let me know and I'll give you a shout out or whatever. My birthday's coming up in September 28th. I'll be 28 on the 28th, darling. Write that down, darling. So, yes. Anyway, so, yeah. Shouts out to Kanisha. Yes. Okay. So, let me see what the hell I remember. Okay, episode 2. It left off with the first episode when, half of the episode, Stacy was snatched and she was skinny. Then the other half of the episode, she was down to 9 months pregnant. And I was just like, okay, come on, editing. So anyway, Stacy's up there. She's saying all kind of crazy stuff to Kiafa, Michael Vick's wife. Um, and they're getting into it and showing out, and Kiafa was just like, Stacy, I just remember Stacy saying something about Kiafa's mother, and Kiafa was just like, she's dead. Talk about her mother's dead. And then Stacy said good. I was like, that's some harsh shit to say. Somebody's mama really done passed away and you gonna say good. You old tired heifer. So all of a sudden we see, I'm gonna call her Ramesses. I don't know her name. Um, it's some, some ethnic name, of Ramisha, some shit. Um, so what's her name? Tramina. It's something. I don't know. But anyway, she is Kiafa's friend, and all of a sudden she threw a drink in Stacy's face on the rooftop. On the rooftop, valley and night. Last night the DJ sang. Let me know what song I was singing. I'll give you a shout out next week's review. And yes, I'm just thinking about 28th on the 28th. And Kanisha, I believe she turns 28, so we'll be the same age. Yes! 89 babies come through. Late 80s babies, 89 babies, 88 babies. We love them. Legends. We getting up there in age, child, Kanisha. We still here, mama. We are still here. Thank God. There's a lot of folks from our generation, a lot of folks we know didn't make it, my God. Or they're into doing wild, they got wild thoughts, like Rihanna them. They're doing bad things. Let me get back to the show. Y'all know I'm random. I'm trying to extend this damn video out because I ain't got much to say about these tired ass baller wives. We're actual wives. Who gives a damn? Half of y'all gonna break up from the show anyway. Why people don't pay attention to signs and patterns and shit? We've seen this. We've seen happy couples all the time get on reality television. Before it's all said and done, they're over with. They're separated. So if you comfortable with doing that to your relationship, then what I'm gonna do? What you gonna do? Of course, I'm gonna talk about it. So let's see. Yeah, they up there arguing with Stacy, and then the Tremina girl, she threw a drink in Stacy's face. Everybody's making such a big deal. Kiafa's crying. It was just like, I just can't believe you do that. We classy. We not about that. All that kind of stuff. But Stacy was saying some wild stuff. And Miko, who I thought I liked, but she got some mess with her. So I thought I liked Miko, and I still kind of do like Miko. If I had to pick Miko, if I had to pick any one of these ladies that I actually like, it would be Miko over the rest of them, for the most part. And I like Crystal too, but everybody else is just like a dud. But Miko's really starting to get on my nerves, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't like none of these heifers. None of them. It's like 8. It's like 5 main housewives, and it's like 3 or 4 other ones. So it's just like, I don't know. Besides the fact that they're all pretty, I do not care. But so anyway, Miko's going on and on about the fact that how can you throw a drink in a pregnant woman's face, who has on 7-inch heels, and she's about to pop. She's damn near 9 months pregnant. And I'm thinking to myself, why is her pregnant ass there trying to start shit with this woman on the rooftop valley, doing stuff like, obviously, and she did that. Stacy went up there all about it because she know can't nobody hit her. In case something was to pop off, she know ain't nobody, you're not allowed to hit a pregnant woman. You'll go to jail, etc., etc. And I guess that's why sister girl threw that liquid, because she was like, well, hell, I can't hit her, but I can throw this damn liquid on her ass. And so, I'm kind of one-sided. Obviously, you should never put your hands on a pregnant woman and all that stuff, of course. But what makes it okay for a woman who just so happened to be pregnant to say all this crazy stuff to me, try to fight me, etc.? I remember watching the episode of The Real when Candy was on there, The Real Daytime, with Adrian and Jeannie Mai and Lonnie Love and Tamara and formerly Tamar Braxton. And I remember Candy was talking. She was a guest host one episode, and she said that her and Tiny got into it back when they was in Escape. And she said that Tiny swung on her ass, and she was pregnant with her daughter her oldest daughter that she got now. What's her name? Neek, Zymphonique. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, Tiny's oldest daughter. Uh, she was pregnant with her when she got into it with Candy in the group. And all of a sudden, Candy said that they was arguing, her and Tiny. Tiny swung on her, and then Candy swung on her ass back. What you gonna do? You can't. I mean, come on. You can't just be going. I know you're pregnant, but why is you? First of all, you're not thinking about your baby because you're putting yourself in this stressful ass situation. In which, when you're that pregnant, Stacy was at least on the show. Stacy was like 8 or 9 months. Like she was legit finna drop that baby and coming out there in 7-inch heels trying to fight. You expect for everybody to walk away from your ass when you're saying all this crazy stuff, telling this woman that it's she glad that her mama dead and all that. You can't say that kind of crazy shit to people. Some people, everybody don't have nothing to lose. Some people pop your ass and pray about it later. I was just like, so I understand you're not supposed to hit a pregnant woman, but at the end of the day, she shouldn't be up there starting shit with people either. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And when your child come out, hopefully you teach his ass right or her ass right. If not, then they're gonna be just like you. What, 18 plus years later, pregnant on rooftops and 7-inch heels, getting water thrown in their face. Now tell me how y'all feel about that. I kind of compared it to, that a man is not supposed to hit a woman, obviously. Um, Am I supposed to just sit back and let you whoop my ass when I'm walking away from you, but you keep hitting me all in my face, kicking me in my nuts, spitting in my face? I'm supposed to let that shit go, and you have all these people around, male and female, that's not trying to stop you. Am I just supposed to just let you whoop my ass and just go back to my mom and them house all bloody and beat up, and they find out that a woman done whooped my ass? Me and Kanisha, child, me and Kadisha, we a different breed, child. We don't start no shit, won't be no shit now. Come on now. Come on, Kanisha. We from Marriage Right, child, down here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Like, we're very nice people, very cool people, but don't try us too long because we've been done snuck you on the sneak. On the sneak. Anyway, this nasty ass tea starting to get good as I go down the cup, down the mug, darling. So after that, Kiafa, Wiz Khalifa, she's crying and shit, and she just couldn't believe she did it. And she started thinking about her mama, yada to the yada. Um, we're introduced to this new girl. I forgot her name, but she looks black and Asian. She looks Bacanese, Blasian. What's her name? Is her name Ashley or June or? It's the real nice girl, quiet girl. Um, is her name Tiffany? It might be Tiffany. But anyway, she has this asshole of a husband who I don't like, with dark rings on his eyes, and he wears me out. I wish they put some makeup on these men. Just a little bit. Just blend, darling, blend. You on camera now. You can be straight and wear makeup. What about our viewers? We got to sit here and look at this shit. Child, I'm gonna be beat to the complete guards if I get on TV. You couldn't tell me shit. Who finna be on TV? Who? Child, let me pull out these old contouring sticks. I ain't finna be playing with these people. So, anyway, her and Miko got beef now. Um, because something that her husband said. Miko, she has a podcast and she is works in sports, along with the men. And she made a comment about one of the guys or something that he plays with, and he didn't like the comment, and he said that he didn't think that she was that talented anyway, and all that. Tiffany had this party, and you know how niggas with money, they love to throw around numbers and 14 million trillion gazillion dollar house and yada to the yada. And I'm just like, lady, please. The minute God give it, he can take it. Ain't that's how I say, give it, take it. That's exactly what could happen. And it's just like, Come on, don't brag too much on your blessings, beloved, because it can be taken away, and then you just left with your mouth hanging open. What you gonna do? You didn't save, did you? You thought them checks was guaranteed. No. The only checks that's guaranteed is them 90s checks. Okay? That's the them R&B 90s checks, especially when you're a songwriter, you write songs, you get them good old credits. You ain't got to pay nobody to all that shit. That's the only checks that's guaranteed. Old money, old inheritance money, old money, great great grandma money is always better than new money. Because new money gets disappeared from. New money get gone from your ass. Them old checks keep coming. Mariah Carey gets a good, nice check every Christmas for writing what we call a Christmas classic, All I Want for Christmas Is You, in 1994. And it's always number one on iTunes, way before iTunes even got here. So Mama always gets a constant check around the Christmas time for Monroe and Mo Rockin'. Now, um, so they're beefing and everything. Tiffany has this little party. She invites all the girls there. We see Miko's husband, who clearly don't want to be involved with the show or the cameras or anything. He's very shy. Um, or maybe he's just appearing to be shy, whatever. And so they come in, and Miko comes up to her and wants to talk to her, and Tiffany feels offended because something that Miko said offended her. I don't think they showed it on camera. If they did, correct me in the comments. Um, or Miko and Tiffany's sons like around the same age, and they play together and have moments, and something she like said about her son, and she felt like something she said about her son on the air, she felt like it was inappropriate. And Tiffany, she was just like, now you don't like my husband, you don't like me, and now you coming for my son. So they brought the men involved. Tiffany brought her husband out, and Miko had her guy there. Miko's guy didn't necessarily stand up for her. And the other guy was just, his tone was a little different. He was a little bit more calmed down and peaceful about it than he was in his confessionals with his wife Tiffany. But he basically said that you don't have any talent and you would have a job right now if you did, and all this kind of stuff. And she was offended, but they both agreed to just let it go. Miko had a scene with her son, who's adorable, looks just like her, and he's just so funny. When he said he can't wait to have his own life, I hollered. He's like about 5 or 6 years old. Um, okay. So the new episode, we have Asante, which is Geneva's baby daddy and husband. And he wants to play boxing, but he can't damn box, and he's just finna sit there and finna kill himself. And Geneva, getting the ice and put the steak over his eyes, and she keep telling the nigga, if you don't get your ass out of that ring, you just left football. Now you just left football. Now you finna go to boxing. You finna get your ass whooped. You don't even need Floyd to come by because somebody else gonna take care of you. And it's just, you really need to get it together and get your life. But he don't want to hear it. He just wants something to do, and just obviously some people just like to get beat up. So whatever. So Miko, she meets up with Kiafa, and they're talking and having moments. Miko was just like, yo, Kiafa, like, I thought we were cool, what's your issue? Kiafa's very entitled. Kiafa was just like, look, we were never friends. And Miko was just like, but I came over your house, our kids play together, I cook, for you. And Kiafa's excuse was just like, look, my husband is a big time football player. As his wife, that's my job to host and have moments and all that kind of stuff. So of course I entertain you, but you and I were never really friends. And Miko is very close to Geneva, which is Kiafa's best friend. So Geneva and Kiafa have a little moment, a little sit down session. Geneva very much so didn't want to be in it. She didn't want any drama. And she was just like, that's between y'all. This my girl, this my best friend, so I don't know what to tell you. Miko's having this party. Now she invited Geneva to the party. Or she asked Geneva, is she gonna come to the party? And I think Geneva said she might come, but she wasn't sure because she was inviting Stacy. And Stacy and Geneva don't like each other because way back in the day, Stacy slept with Asante, but this was before I think they got together. So what the fuck does it matter now? And I hear Asante still fucking around on Geneva. So you must like it. Stacy stays across the street from Geneva, but they've had issues. Kiafa. I mean, Stacy stays across the street from Kiafa, and Kiafa got this big ass Rottweiler. And the dog was chasing Stacy one day and bit a chunk of her foot. Whatever. So it's a lot of back and forth. Certain cliques like each other, certain cliques don't. You can't pair these two people up against each other, etc., etc. Um, we got Kiafa. She's trying to get pregnant. Well, she is pregnant right now, but it's a high risk pregnancy. Um, and just like all the other kids, it's high risk pregnancy. I believe she got two girls, and she really would love to have a boy. And they found out that she is having a boy. They did a gender reveal party, and it was lovely and great. And that's every man's dream, is to have a son. Um, so we get to Miko's event. It's very nice. We see Crystal. Crystal is another girl part of the show. She's gorgeous. And Crystal, she gave her heart to a guy, and he stumped all on it. And she was just like, you know what? I'm not necessarily through with athletes. You might need to be, boo. But she says that she's through with letting a man treat her any kind of way. And I'm like, well, sis, I'm here for that. I'm here for a man or a woman knowing their worth and knowing that you ain't got to put up with some shit if you don't want to. Now, some things in life we can't control, but there are some things in life we can't control, but there are other things we can. So I was just like, well, that's come on, awareness, ho, come through. And she's stunning. Miko tried to hook her up with one of her good friends, this basketball player guy. But they're just chilling, shooting the shit. Really ain't nothing came of that. So Miko this whole time, she's one thing that stuck out to me though was she said she made a little speech when everybody was there. She was like, she had a party for her 7-year anniversary, married to her husband. I forgot his name. I don't know none of these men name, except for Chris Chambers, and Michael Vick. That's it. Um, so she made a speech and she was just like, you know what? It's been 7 years and people think we have the perfect marriage, but we don't. We just don't let y'all see when we argue. And that's the key. That's the key to keeping a healthy relationship, is keeping other people out of your business. Straight up and down, Bruno Mars. And I'm just like, I agree with that shit. I surely do. Um, so anyway, she goes off into a little room. Everybody's eating crabs and celery sticks or whatever the hell she had. And she goes off into a little room. She had on this badass dress with fringes and just tits and tans and tits and tans, just all out. And she had on this oh, I just said that, hell nice dress. And she called Geneva because she wanted to know why Geneva wasn't there. Geneva ain't calling, wrote. She figured Geneva was in a ditch, so she wanted to check on her girl. So she called Geneva. Geneva's just like, hello. She was just like, yeah, why, hey, what's up? What's going on with you? Are you coming? She was like, no. And she was just like, why you're not coming? She was just like, I never told you actually I was coming. She was just like, you need to just go back out there and enjoy your party. And she was just like, so I mean, I thought that we were friends. Now Geneva and Miko has been friends for a long time. I don't know if they've been friends longer than Geneva and Kiafa, but it's close, if not longer. So she was just confused as to why her friend didn't even call. And Geneva's just like, child, I don't go to a lot of parties I'm invited to, and I don't have to call and let the person know I'm not coming. I don't do that. Well, if you gave a fuck about the person, Geneva, and if you had any manners or any class, you would call and let the person know that you're not coming, or text the bitch and say, hey ho, I ain't coming to your party because I don't like that wench that you invited, meaning Stacy. So I mean, that was just common courtesy and common decency, and the fact that she's treating Miko so coldly when Miko really hasn't done anything to her, as far as what I can see, it's just really ugly. But like I said, Geneva is like the Evelyn Lozada, and Geneva is the Shawnee. You know, just the two head women in charge. They think they're running shit. They think they're better than the other girls, and you know, we'll see if their relationship lasts. This reality television gig. That's pretty much it, y'all. That's pretty much all I can remember. You guys tell me if y'all still want me to review this show. I'm gonna try. That's all I have to say. But they are legit getting on my nerves because it's like they just do like pointless stuff, and you know the fact that they think they might have a strong relationship, but some of the strongest relationships don't make it through this whole reality television thing gig. So we'll see. But the gag is this video's over. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaka. Mr. Chalaka on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. Chase King was here on Facebook and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share. Tell a friend. Tell the hooker down the street. Let her know. Maybe she needs some entertainment in her life. Make a bitch smile. Make sure you guys click that bell down there so that you can get notified about new uploads. Make sure you guys go and watch my previous videos, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review, and my what's her name? My Felicia Blakely story. What's the name of the movie? Anyway, the movie with Lil Mama and Lance Gross, Tammy Roman, Tasha Smith produced it on TV One. Make sure you guys go and watch that. So that's it, y'all. See you guys later. Bye.